I think we're live. All right. Top of the morning. Top of the morning for those in Southeast Asia. Well, I'm waiting for people to tune in, come in, and a good evening to the ones in America. Hello, little brother Carl, brother. Thank you for waking up. The senorito, what's up, brother? Y'all good? Y'all good? You know what? I forgot the gimmick. Dang it. Forgot the gimmick. I'm just gonna try it real quick. We are troubleshooting anyway, so it's how we roll, bro. It's how we roll. Every day. All day, every day. Gimmick. Hello, good morning, and good evening to the ones in America, and good morning to the ones in the US. Hello, hello.
Hey. Well, good evening to the people in the US who are watching. Who are joining us right now. Oh, you're doing the headphones thing, right?
Yeah, dude. So I can hear people, our guests better. Yeah, good morning, brother.
So so that you don't do that zoom in thing that you do
Yeah.
like all the time.
This is anyway,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I have a huge favor. Can you please pin the comment real quick for the show later at
I
3
commented.
p.m.
I'm gonna comment it again. There you go.
Oh, it's right over there. Oh, it's
Yeah,
nice to hear.
got it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the main man himself, actually, Mr. Zicky Dice, is online right now. However, I still can't see the pinned comment for a promotion, bro. I
What?
don't know
I
why.
commented it twice already.
Really? It's not showing on my end, bro. I don't know why.
What?
Anyway,
There.
for a formal introduction, really formal introduction, bro. Welcome to hashtag PWOG Live. This is yours truly, Ken Warren, and right down below is my hashtag PWOG's tag amigo, Jake De Leon, Mr. Philippine Wrestling. And this is a show about two wrestlers who are stuck in quarantine, just like everyone else,
Yeah.
who just wants to pass the time, but at the same time make the most of the time. To live their dreams as professional wrestlers, struggling professional wrestlers here in Southeast Asia, and just help lessen the worry of the pandemic that is happening globally.
Yes.
How's your morning, bro? How was your morning? And I still can't see the
Uh,
comment, bro. Shoot.
I don't know, man. Okay, one last time, but if not, I think. Do you
I
have
have
it?
to
Do you have it
close.
ready? But
Yeah,
I'll try
I'll.
it again after I come out. I'll try it again after I come out. But anyway, my morning has been good. It's been just just relaxing. The sun's pretty hot. Just checking up on the news, waiting. I am just waiting and waiting for PW Homecoming to drop today, 3 p.m. this afternoon. So again,
Man,
if
damn.
you guys still don't see the pinned comment, I'll just let you know. PW Homecoming will be available today at 3 p.m. for only 500 pesos. Visit www.streamsessions.live and get your tickets now. Only 500 pesos. You get to watch Philippine wrestling at its peak. Well, not its peak. At its one of
Finest.
its best.
The
At one of its finest.
finest.
Yeah. So again, please support Philippine wrestling later at 2 p.m. Also for a pre-show. After this, at 2 p.m. later, we have the beautiful one, Billy Sway, joining us for PW Wrestling from Home as the pre-show for hashtag PW Homecoming. So gotta get excited for that. Ken, how was your morning, man?
Morning has been good. I'm doing another empty stomach interview, bro. You know, you know how it is. Not a morning person,
I
but like,
know.
yo, brother, this is the life we chose, man. Life we chose. Gotta stay
I know,
busy. Gotta
man.
stay hustling, man.
The people got to figure out that, like, we have very erratic. You more than I am. You have very erratic times for your guests. So sometimes
Yes.
it's in the morning, sometimes it's at night. People are wondering. There's only 5 people watching now. People are wondering when are we coming on, and just make sure that you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram just to make sure that you know what's going on. And today we have Zicky Dice, the NWA TV champ. Very excited. The Outlandish one. How are you feeling about that?
I'm super excited. I am stoked. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just ready to go to this 1 hour Broadway. It depends how long Mr. Zicky Dice will be available, but like I am excited for this, brother. This verbal sparring. Well, I stole that from Fight Sport Manila,
Right,
but like you know,
yeah.
but
But yeah,
the
man.
support of the
Like,
show, man. Yeah.
we were gonna warm up the people. We gotta warm them up for their wrestling mindset until we get into Peter Homecoming later this afternoon. So you are gonna do a great job. You and Zicky Dice are pretty. I'm pretty sure you're gonna entertain. He's outlandish. So I'm just gonna be waiting for a little bit of maybe some pipe bombs happening again. Your interviews are riddled with pipe bombs. So that is very exciting for me. That is very
let's
exciting for me. I just gotta wait for it.
let's see how it goes. And without further ado, actually, let's not keep the fans and the main man himself waiting, ladies and gentlemen, as he is also online right now. we have the one, the only, longest reigning NWA or National Wrestling Alliance TV champion in the modern era, the outlandish Zicky Dice. And I'm just
I'm a head
gonna.
out. I'm a head out, man. See ya.
Alrighty, I'll see you right over there. Mr. Zicky Dice is actually online, and I'm just waiting for him to accept. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the one, the only, frontman for the band Heart to
Oh,
Heart, Mr. Zicky
baby,
Dice.
I
Yes,
am
sir.
feeling outlandish. Hello, Filipino fans. How the hell are we doing?
Sir, we are fighting. We are happy regardless. How about you, sir?
You know what? I am gambling right now in my luxury suite here in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and living the dream. As you said, I am the undefeated with perfect record of 0-0, current NWA World's must-see television champion. So, you know, life is great.
Man, that's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. And actually, Mr. Outlandish, Zicky Dice, how should we address you? Should we call you Television King? Should we call you Zicky?
You
Should we
can
call
call
you the Outlandish?
You can call me Champ. You can call me King Lizard. You can call me Zick. You can call me Zicky. You can call me Mr. Z. You can call me Dice. You can call me Megastar Mr. Z. You can call me Z Daddy. You can call me Zicky, Tricky, Licky, Mickey, Ficky. And that's it for now.
Alrighty, and as far as more to come, I'll prefer to call you Champ, Mr. TV Champ. Alright, sir. Without further ado, actually, just like how you would welcome or how would you interact, for lack of a better term, with anyone you get to interact with during the quarantine. One Zicky Dice, sir, how are you?
Well, I am busier than a bee in a beehive. I'll tell you that. I recently partnered with Twitch, as you've maybe seen online. So I am building Zicky Dice TV, which debuts this Monday at twitch.tv/Zicky Dice. I'm giving away $73 this Monday. It's my outlandish giveaway. I'm giving away $73 that comes out of this fanny pack right here. I'm going to give it away on my Twitch stream. I have special guest Brody King coming on, and also, while we're here live, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. I have started a game show, which I call Let's Get Over. And I am looking for talent from all around the globe to give them the chance to get over. So if you think you have what it takes, I would love to have you on the show.
Well, yes, please, sir. But like, for example, a Filipino talent like me would want to be on the show. What would we need to do? What would we need to do? What would we need to take note of?
I'm so glad that you asked. I didn't want to have to say right off the bat, but outlandish fact number 147: Zicky Dice loves Filipino food. That is my favorite food on the whole entire planet. I'm gonna tell you right now: adobo, ponce, lumpia. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Dang.
Give it to me.
Oh my gosh. All right. Now, speaking
Buto,
of
give me the buto. Give it to me.
oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, speaking of Filipino food, what was your first experience of Filipino food and where exactly, if we may ask?
An ex-girlfriend of mine was Filipino, and I got invited to a family gathering, and that's where I had my first indulgence in Filipino food. And I was hooked right off the bat. We would go to the debut, the store, and we'd pick up all the stuff. So learning about the culture was so interesting to me. And I have to say, it's so hard, especially where I live in California, where I grew up. And now that I'm in Cocoa Beach, don't worry about that. But it was hard to find good Filipino food because there's a small Filipino community in our area. So I would often pick up plates. I would find I found some nurses that would sell Filipino food and stuff like that. So I was always on the eye, keeping my eyes peeled for some good Filipino food.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I am
Dang,
crazy. Of course I look crazy because I am crazy. I lost my mind a long time ago. If you're watching, thanks for joining and hanging out with us.
absolutely, absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. Anyway, Mr. Zicky Dice, so let's transition a bit to since you're one outlandish individual, one outlandish NWA TV champion, let's transition to how would you say some outlandish questions if you are ready.
Bring them on. I'm always ready.
Alrighty. So question number one that we have in store for one Zicky Dice. Who is your least favorite wrestler of all time growing up?
Growing up, man, that was Edge, I think, and that's because my little brother. This is the first thing that comes to mind. I'm sure I hate it a lot, but I just remember my little brother loved Edge, so I love to hate everything that my little brother loved. Still to this day. So I think I hated Edge for a long time just to spite him. I
If
also,
we may, oh, sorry.
and my brother also liked the Backstreet Boys, so I got their scratched it once and put it back in the case when we were younger. I did that too. So I'm sorry. He still brings that up.
All right, all right. But like going back to Edge real quick, pulling back, how would you say? Which version of Edge? Is it the Brood? Is it the Rated R Superstar? Is it the Intercontinental Championship run? Which version?
Wait, it was before Rated R Superstar. Oh man, it was still like it was after the Brood, right? Like right after the Brood era.
Around 2002-ish.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that explains. All right, thank you for sharing that, Ziggy. All right, so let's try to transition or shift gears to some fan questions. Well, this is not really a question, but this is a greeting from Korea, from at ICH underscore world underscore order. Hello, Ziggy Dice. I'm a South Korean fan. And actually, funny, this fan should mention he's a South Korean. You were actually in Pro Wrestling Society at one point, I believe last year.
I wrestled in South Korea last April. And what an experience that was. I stayed out there for a week, and I had the time of my life. Went to a bunch of cool cafes, did some tour stuff, ate a lot of good food. I also love, aside from Filipino food, Korean barbecue is also one of my favorites. So I went there 5 nights a week. That was awesome. But yes, I would love to go back to Pro Wrestling Society. Shiho is great, and I look forward to see what they've been building. It's been cool over just the last year to see how much Pro Wrestling Society and professional wrestling has grown in South Korea alone.
All right, thank you. Well, if we may ask, like, how did that show came about, or how did the invitation, for lack of a better term, came about?
A good friend of mine, Robert, actually, who's from California, moved out to Korea, and he's a wrestler as well. And he moved out there to do some teaching, and he sent me the invite, and I thought it was BS at first. But then it actually came through, and it happened. Well, I'm sure you know, you hear a lot of BS in wrestling, so it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. But I'll tell you this, Zicky Dice would never tell a lie. The Catholic Church thought about making me a saint because I'm such an honest man. And yes, I'm thinking about running for mayor of Carneyland. I see these comments trying to interact. Thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging out. Please bring in questions. Let's hang out. Let's interact while I'm here.
Oh my goodness, let's take a one from out of the bat. From at Boss Man Slash. What's your favorite thing to order at Korean barbecue?
Oh, he knows. He knows exactly what that is. The beef tongue, the lengua.
Oh my God! Really? Which version? The one with the broth, or?
So they have they bring it to us real thin sliced. It is, dude, and seafood. I like everything freaky. I like freaky food.
What's the most freaky or outlandish food that is the favorite as of the moment, at least, of one Ziggy Dice?
I love pig's feet. I love intestines. I love stomach lining. The little octopus things I love to just eat. Yeah, I get down. Some of my friends hate going to eat with me, believe it or not. I freak some of them out.
Damn. Why is that though? But like that's an adventure. That's making food interesting. But actually, speaking of food, we're on the topic of food, sir. I want to have your take on this, because personally, when I go to a restaurant, so for example, like a Korean barbecue, when I go to a restaurant, I'm the person to like. I would rather eat when I go to the restaurant. But like, how would you find the patience to be there and cook your food when you're actually starving in an eat all you can almost buffet Korean barbecue?
It takes you got to wear sweatpants. I've learned don't wear any pants with buttons and make sure to have time. I let my friends know, hey, there's no rush. You got to have time. Okay, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna put in about 2.5 hours of work. So clear your schedule. We're just gonna eat.
I see. Man, all right.
Yes,
So this is something to take note.
I like balut. It's a natural aphrodisiac. So of course, Zicky Dice gets his balut.
Actually, that was a question from our tag amigo Jake De Leon, the tag amigo right over there. I still can't see his big comment, but like I will post that later on some other time. Anyway, let's try to shift gears to another fan question. But actually, this is from my very first foreigner opponent ever. This is from at Koto Hero Fight. Question: favorite death match? From what I know from a previous interview, at least as of this recording, he only had one death match. So, can you please share this story?
I've done one death match that was right before going to NWA, and it was with a good friend of mine, Marcus Crane. And I said if I ever was to do a death match, it would be with Marcus Crane. So I thought that was the time, and that I was actually Marcus Crane's last match. He had to have surgery, brain surgery, right after that match. So I guess that makes it a little bit more special. It was a one-time thing, and that's that.
Oh man! And for those who weren't able to see this match yet, how can they search for this match? Can they just type Zicky Dice Death Math?
Oh man, the name of the company, Crimson Wrestling. Crimson Wrestling. You type in Marcus Crane, Zicky Dice. I know they've been sharing it recently. I think it was around for free. Marcus was injured in that match, so we kind of worked around that. And to be honest with you, I wish that we didn't have the match because he should have had the surgery earlier, and we didn't know that at the time. Yeah, here we are.
And if we may ask, how is Marcus doing right now?
He's doing a lot better. It's coming with time, you know. So we see a lot of progress, and that's all you can really do.
All right, and that's awesome to hear. You know, always hope and always someone's a fighter like that. Maybe that's his dream match, for lack of a better term, at the time, right? So there you go. Always everything happens for a reason. All right, shifting gears a bit to one of my outlandish questions for one NWA television king, Zicky Dice. So, if I may ask, what attracted Zicky Dice to the color pink to complete the outlandish getup?
You know what? Pink found me. It's been a long time coming, and real men wear pink, and I'm living proof of that. Pink everything.
Heck yeah. And there you go. $16,000 fanny pack right over there. There's actually a replica available on your website. Would that be zickydice.com?
Yes, if you use promo code Outlandish, you get a pretty big discount. It is listed at $16,000, but we fixed that.
All right.
Yeah, pick one up.
Absolutely. At least it's the perfect time for your collection and to bring some throwback feels into 2020. You know, brighten up 2020 a bit, if you will.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, let's try to transition to another outlandish question of mine. How did magic tricks came about in the repertoire of Zicky Dice? So far, what is the most outlandish magic trick you've done in a match?
I spit fire in someone's face. I was a huge fan of magic growing up. I love magic, always have, always will. I got Harry Houdini tattoo. It's just was interested at it at a very young age. And so I was like, well, as I was trying, I was like, what can I do to be different? So I thought about adding magic tricks into the reps, and here we are.
I see. And as for the most outlandish magic trick that you've done in a match, could you share that secret for a lack of a better term?
Oh yeah, I burned Effie's face off in a match once. I spit fire in his face. That felt really good.
Oh man, so channeling your inner Jerry Lawler, huh?
Yeah.
But how about this match? Well, I don't want to spoil anything for everyone, but or especially your fans. But how about the match against Joey Ryan?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. That's one of the most outlandish matches out there. Recommend some people call that one their dream match.
Actually, it's like well, you're not really considered a yuppie for the 80s. Well, I don't know. I'm a 90s kid, but is that yuppie the right term? But like a biker gang look, because you were wearing black, and of course, Joey Ryan was wearing white. That bomber jackets, fight, leather, everything, flamboyance, all together.
It's a nice mix right there. Yeah, we bounce off. Who knows? Maybe we'll tango again. You never know.
Actually, you could be a tag team, man. I don't know, right?
You know, a lot of people pitch to be Zicky Dice's partner, but Zicky Dice is a one-man. I don't need anyone else to slow me down. That's the truth.
All right. I can respect that, Zicky. I can respect that, champ. But if ever you would be a leader of a faction, who would you like to be part of that one outlandish faction?
Oh, thank you for asking. I saw an elephant save a man out of water today, so I would definitely have an elephant with me. I'm also looking at maybe what else did I see? A silverback gorilla. I saw him
Oh,
save the.
yo.
I was watching animals save humans because I don't want to be with anyone. I'd rather have animals with me. So that's what I have: an elephant, a silverback gorilla, and maybe a cobra or something. But it has
Oh,
to
man.
be where I get the flute and I play my entrance music and the cobra comes up. I think that'd be pretty dope. What do y'all think?
Actually, yeah, well, fans, if ever, like, suggestions, who would you, if it's going to be a person, please smash that heart button and comment on that section
This
below.
is what my faction would be. It would be Outlandish, Zicky Dice, Mr. Perfect, Ravishing Rick Rude, and Rick the Model Martel.
Oh, my God. That is one dream heel stable for the smarks out there. Oh, hello, right over there. Hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Hashtag PWOG Live with the one Zicky Dice right there below. But he's always above everyone else, of course. All right, let's trends.
I love dolphins. I also watched a dolphin video today. I need to meet. Okay, so I need to meet an elephant and a dolphin. And is there anything else I need to meet? No, but those need to happen.
Absolutely. And it's like that's actually a very practical thing to have, you know. How
and
would you say,
koala.
like,
Sorry, I didn't mean
one more?
koala bear. I love
Oh,
koala.
koala bear! Oh, it's adorable. You know, that's one for the emotions right over there. Up front, then like attack afterwards. But like actually,
You know-
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and spill some beans right here since we're on this subject. You know who my big Twitch stream is going to be? You know what we're working for Zicky Dice TV? I'm going to interview. Are you ready for this?
Yes, yes. Everyone. You know.
A real live chimpanzee. I found a chimpanzee, and I'm gonna bring him on the show, and I'm gonna interview him.
What is that even legal? You know, for how fans would ask.
Zicky Dice knows somebody for everything. Don't worry, I've got a guy.
Oh, you've got the hookups.
And
Absolutely.
he's got a guy, and then he's got a guy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yes, you all hear about it. This will happen. Mark my words right here that I will interview a chimpanzee on Zicky Dice TV.
Heck yeah. And if for your fans tuning in for Twitch, what would be the timeline for that? Would it be a month from now, a year from now?
We'll see. We start our first stream on Twitch this Monday, twitch.tv/Zicky Dice. So if you Twitch and stream and all that stuff, come by, hang out. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah, make sure you check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, check out at Zicky Dice for all over social media to find that schedule of the Twitch show. So, all right, shifting gears, but actually, let me comment on the Animal Kingdom, for a lack of a better term, a stable that you have. It's actually better that you have, how would you say, expectation that the animals will act viciously than have individuals to be part of your stable that are going to be animals regardless. So, you know, that's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe I'll open up a zoo.
Yeah. Actually, what would you call that zoo?
Well, it would have to have Korean barbecues. My first plan is to open up a
God.
barbecue restaurants around the country. But we'll figure that out. So maybe it'll be attached. Maybe I can do a combination. We'll see. There's a lot of things that go into motion to bringing these creative ideas to life. But I'll do them.
Actually.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah, like
that's good. That's good.
Trademark that, and like that's gonna be the first zoo cafe ever worldwide.
I love that. I love that.
Right? Alrighty. Transition to some how would you say fan questions. Alright. Oh
Bring them
my
up.
gosh.
I'm losing my ass in poker right now.
Oh, all right. Make sure you don't fold. Make sure you don't fold. At Nero underscore at Nero underscore the underscore natural. Kiss my foot match. You versus who?
Kiss my foot match. Oh man. Hopefully somebody with clean feet. I don't know who has clean feet because I don't go around peeking at feet in the locker room. But I mean, even if they have nasty feet, I'll just win.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's been a little while since I've got a little pedicure, so hopefully no one's got to kiss these outlandish critters.
Yeah, they're gonna be lucky ones actually. Okay, all right. Moving on to another fan question. All right, you know what? I'll just go to my question, outlandish question.
Maybe.
If you were to come up with your own specialty match, what would you call it, and what are the rules?
Damn. Maybe the first one to we'll call it Just give me a second. Give me a second. My
All
gear.
right, all right, all right. While you think of it, I'll promote that
It
pinned
would
comment
be
right there below.
another match. So you got to dip your. First. You got to get the homie all wet, your opponent all wet, and then you got to dip them in pink glitter to win the match. I don't know what it would be called. What would that be called? Help me out here.
Well, for fans of One Zicky Dice, can you just put on the comment section what would that match be called after you smash that heart button as you suggest? But like at top of my head right now, it could be a simple as colorful match. Pink roll up match.
One
There you
sec.
go.
All right,
There
I
you
got
go.
disconnected.
Oh, is everything good? Can you hear us?
Oh, we are all good. We are all good.
Alrighty, brother. All right. Right. Shifting gears a bit from. Well, let's. I have two questions from at in the click. Is your pink shirt still available? And what shirt are you wearing right now?
Right now, I'm wearing an East Bay Pro Wrestling shirt. Shout out to East Bay Pro Wrestling. I go and train there time to time as I'm gearing up. And what was the first part of the question?
Is your pink shirt still available?
Yes, pink shirt is still available. You can go to NWA, the website, and pick that up. Also, Pro Wrestling Tees and ZickyDice.com as well for all your merchandise needs.
All right, all right, all right. Make sure to take note of that at underscore in the click. Alrighty, transition to another outlandish question of mine. Speaking of shirts, because I'm actually sporting a black and brave T-shirt right now. Heck yeah, OGs. Got to keep it OGs.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, sir. So it's speaking of black and brave. What has been the most outlandish advice one Seth Rollins has given Zicky Dice?
Oh man, he once told me, "Hey, don't be a jackass." That's it. And that was when I was doing extra work at WWE, so that was cool.
That's the most straightforward, practical advice you need to hear, man.
Down hard on me, and in a fair way, but I've earned his respect. I feel like now, and he did message me upon getting to NWA, and he did let me know that he was proud of me, and that was super cool because that's something that that's a goal of mine I had. I didn't know when that time would come, but it's cool that it's come. So everything else that happens on my journey from here on out is just a bonus. So for all of you watching, know that I have already made it, if you will, and everything else, I'm just enjoying the ride. So I hope you all do the same, and I encourage you to do so.
I'm sure everyone else, just like yours truly, and like hashtag PWOG Tag Amigos moderating right now for the IG Live of hashtag PWOG Live are proud of you collectively. And then I just want to ask, because like I don't know if this has been asked in previous interviews of yours, but if you were to face Seth Rollins, what would be the match stipulation and what would it be for? Would it be a singles match or just to show who's the best pure athlete right now, the best television king right now, or the best messiah right now on television?
Maybe a 60-minute Ironman match.
Man,
Student versus teacher.
absolutely a classic.
Sounds fun to me.
Heck yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right. Shifting gears and moving on to a different question or outlandish one. If Zicky Dice would star in his own biopic, who would you pick to be the actor that portrays you, and what would be the movie title?
Damn, that's a good question. I'd either pick Seth Rogen or Jonah Hill because before I bleached my hair when I was fatter, I got called them almost daily, literally daily. So one of them, and it would be called Zicky Dice. The story that, who that, when that, did that.
Man. And just like what I would say, everyone can just hashtag that. Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous. I made myself laugh. That is...
It's crazy.
That's what it's going to be named. I don't remember what that was. Hopefully someone screen recorded that and we can just... Woo! So when it happens and I need a title, I'll be like, that's what it's going to be.
We got you covered here, Zicky. But like, actually, if I may say, like, I see the resemblance now, actually, from the hairstyle. How about consider Danny McBride?
Ah, yeah, that would be a good one. I can take Danny McBride.
Right, right. That would be I feel like a crazy
Like Danny
biopic and
McBride.
one to be watched. Yeah. All right, all right. Okay, let me see. C2A fan question real quick. Well, you know what? Not really a fan question anymore. Let's go back to do some 1 minute. Well, not 1 minute, but like to some improv Broadway here.
You got
Uh,
it.
for Zicky Dice, besides that gym story, when you thought of the word outlandish and you saw this person walk in the gym, what else has been the inspiration of the collective current version, if you will, of Zicky Dice, of the
Oh,
outlandish Zicky
man,
Dice?
there's no certain inspiration. This is all just my. This is like if you guys were inside of my brain, this is what you see. Is my thoughts and my creative process all coming to life. It's inspiration from literally everything that I've been through in my life. So, I mean, that goes from music to how I was raised to where I come from. It's a mix of everything.
All right, all right. Thank you for
Here we
sharing
go.
that. And actually,
Okay, throw it in a big pot, let it melt down, whip it up, throw some pink glitter in it.
that's the whole gimmick. Or sorry, that's the whole presentation, if you will.
That's it.
All right. Well, actually, I've been wondering. Speaking of music, I've always wanted to ask. Let's shift gears a bit to your music, to your band Heart to Heart specifically. What was the inspiration of your band? Was it bands like Linkin Park or you
Uh,
know?
there's a lot there as well. Everyone in the band, like, we didn't try and be a specific type of music. Like, I love everything. R&B, I love hip hop, you name it. Oh, this man, dude. Wow. Just bad beat. Sorry, I just took a bad beat.
All right, no problem, no problem.
Uh, yeah, so, like, I don't know. I love Deftones, Poison the Well. Starting Line, there's a bunch of bands that I love. So, yeah. Alkaline Trio, the Get Up Kids, I can keep going.
I
You
see,
want
I
to be a
see. And
ring
actually,
announcer? Any advice? Work on your voice, project, be loud, interact, and practice that. You should be able to project, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring next. Work on that.
take that to heart, Nero underscore the underscore natural. Thank you for that, Ziggy. Oh my gosh, there you
Yeah.
go. That's your television king right there. Television king right there. That's the reason he's a television champ of NWA. Alrighty. Well, I just wanted to ask, like, because I heard, like, if I remember the title, is it Heartless or Heartbreaker?
Heartbreaker, Heart to Heart's Heartbreaker
Heartbreaker.
is out now on In Vogue Records. You can stream that anywhere you listen to music.
Yeah, and well, like, so I was wondering, like, the sound of it. It's very 2003 background of a wrestling theme song.
Yeah,
Feel or sound.
yeah. We're working.
Was that always the goal for the music sound?
The goal is always to make better music than the last stuff you released. So, and we're getting ready to get into the studio and do a new record here soon. So the goal is to try and just make it better.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, man. It was like, fans, you have more questions, feel free to smash that heart button and then actually comment your question right down below. But
You want
for now,
more questions, and I'll take a few more questions from the fans, a few more from you, and we'll wrap it on up.
yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And actually, speaking of wrapping up, as we're winding down a bit, let's actually move on to the segment we prepared. So, if you are ready, sir, we call this segment a shoot your shot segment. So from the name itself, it's actually a picture that's going to show at the background of mine through the magic of iPhone. And please tell a shoot story of that as much as you can. And actually, quick disclaimer, because last week it worked, but 3 weeks ago, it messed up, man. It messed up, especially for international guests. So I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm calling you out, Instagram, if you're listening right now. Please, just hold your pants, man. We are about to do the shoot your shot segment, all right? And if ever something happens, one Zicky Dice, sir, if you're still available, please, if, for example, the volume comes out, I'm just gonna make a new live, and please rejoin that as soon as you are available.
You got it. You got it.
Alrighty, so Zicky Dice, are you ready for the shoot
I'm
your
ready,
shot
baby.
segment? All right, let's do this. So, photo number 1. Shoot your shot on this.
I was at Dennis Rodman's birthday party right there. And let me tell you this, Dennis Rodman didn't have any cake at his birthday party, and I was very upset that there wasn't any cake, but we made it happen. That's the one time that I went and hung out at Dennis Rodman's birthday party.
Oh my gosh. And like, not to give too much away, how did that came about, man? That's not every day you get to meet someone who gets invited to Dennis Rodman's birthday party.
Outlandish. When you're outlandish, Zicky Dice, you get invited to a lot of birthday parties.
Man, that's crazy. And actually, for the fans seeing this photo right now, if you can search this on YouTube, search that video, man. It's crazy. He did like, Zicky Dice did 2 or 3 magic tricks in a span of 1 minute with Dennis Rodman. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. Thank you for sharing that story, Zicky. Okay, please, next photo. Shoot your shot on this photo.
Oh, that's my record player in 1975. That's a great band and a great record. If you haven't listened, I highly recommend it.
Oh man, it's my favorite band actually. That's why it popped me when I saw it. May I ask your favorite 1975 song, please?
Have you ever seen them before?
Yes, man, mall tour and live on concert. Heck yeah.
That whole record, it's hard for me to pick a favorite. That whole record is literally incredible.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy about this record, if we may talk about this, this record was actually, like, for lack of a better term, very emo. But like the records now that are coming out, it's very pop 80s. It's not even 70s. It's very 80s pop.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I was new record yesterday. It was all right.
Right, heck yeah. And this was like, you got this on a sale, or you purchased this, right off the bat?
Living in Chicago at the time when I got that.
I see. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're also a fan. All right, moving on to the next photo. Shoot your shot on this photo.
Oh, wow! That's my freshman wrestling picture. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're getting Warriors. Go Warriors. Yeah, I wrestled all the way up to my sophomore year of high school, and that's my freshman picture. Trip out.
Thank you for sharing that story, man. And like, if you were to pick amateur wrestler that's currently a professional wrestler right now, who would you want to have a match with an amateur wrestling background?
With an amateur wrestling background?
Mm-hmm. Would it be a Brock Lesnar or Kurt Angle?
Oh, Kurt Angle. Dude, Kurt Angle. I made Kurt Angle laugh once in a locker room while I was wrestling. He was watching my match, and he said it was pretty funny. So I thought that was cool, the spot that I did. Yeah, it would definitely be Kurt Angle, 100%.
All right. And actually, that's hashtag PWOG Live exclusive. If ever, you know what, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, maybe even a year from now, man, if Kurt Angle sees this, hears this, maybe it could happen. It could still happen, man. It could still happen.
You never know.
Never say never, if you will.
That's right.
All right, moving on to this next photo. Shoot your shot on this photo. Oh, dang it. Shibata got cut out.
That's all right. That was when I went to, it looks like the first time I went to the New Japan tryout camp in the LA dojo. I went twice, and that was the toughest things I've ever done. But I survived and made it through. There you go.
Heck yeah, and like for camps like this, for example, like for example, like guys like us here in Southeast Asia who isn't aware of a wrestling camp, what to expect from this, and is it like a guaranteed contract afterwards with the promotion?
No, they're watching and scouting. They want to see what you can do, and it's very Japanese style is very different. Just go back and watch some of the old dojo training videos they got around. It's very tough. It's very strict. But it was a good time. It was a great experience, and I needed to be there. So I learned a lot and took what I learned from there and moved on.
All right. If we may ask as well, actually, what was your biggest takeaway from this experience?
What was that you cut out?
Oh, sorry. What was your biggest takeaway from the experience?
Just work hard. Keep working harder. I thought I did very well there, but that wasn't the spot for me at the time, and I just wanted to work harder.
Heck yeah, and everything happens for a reason. You're currently the longest reigning in the modern era NWA television champion for a reason.
That's right. And there's more to come.
Absolutely, and we're excited for that after this whole pandemic is over, man. All right, moving on to the last two photos. Shoot your shot on this photo, Zicky.
That's when I met Shawn Michaels.
Yes, sir. Could you please like
At
share your experience
Green
like
Bay
that?
Wrestling. Oh man, I don't remember the year. That was a few years back.
I think 2017 or 2018 when
Yeah.
I was looking for this photo.
2017 maybe.
And as Shawn Michaels like your wrestling hero, that's why you chose to meet Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I love Shawn Michaels. He was there at the event. I was wrestling the show. He was there doing a meet and greet. Yeah, it's super nice guy. I didn't know what to say. I just said, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "What's up?" And then we took that photo.
Heck yeah, man! It's like for one Zicky Dice, for one outlandish individual, how does it feel like to meet a wrestling hero of yours?
It was super cool, man. I watched him growing up, and I kind of, dude's a legend. So I was just I didn't have anything to say, and I didn't need to say anything. So we just shook hands, took that photo.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, now we are down to the last photo in the shoot your shot segment. Please tell us the shoot story of this photo.
I proposed to Chicken, my fiance, mid-match in Illinois, and that's actually that photo before. That's the building I met Shawn Michaels in, and we went back to visit and wrestle that show, and I proposed to her mid-match wrestling against Danhausen.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And if you can share with us for before we end the shoot your shot segment, what would be the dream? How would you say plan, for a lack of a better term, of a what's a dream getaway suggestion from one Zicky Dice?
I want one of those like huts on the water, blue water, dolphins swimming around, and no one bothering me in a pink kimono.
Oh my god! And of course, we already know why it's a pink kimono from the get-go. From the get-go.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So you're more of a tropical person.
Absolutely. And seafood. I want seafood and just to relax.
All right, man. Zicky Dice, TV champ, thank you for joining the Shoot Your Shot segment of the hashtag PWOG Live. And as we wrap up right now, before we let you go, please promote your socials, or if you want to promote anything in general, the floor is yours, sir.
It all starts this Monday, twitch.tv/Zicky Dice. If you want to follow this outlandish journey I call life, I made it nice and simple at Zicky Dice on every piece of social media out there. And stay tuned, because if you aren't hearing about me yet, you're living under a rock, and there's more to come.
Absolutely. And again, Mr. Champ, Mr. TV Champ, Mr. Zicky Dice, outlandish Zicky Dice, thank you so much for joining our humble show, hashtag PWOG Live. And all the best for you, man. All the best for you.
I'm in the Philippines and entertain all of you.
We hope to get to see you in a PWR ring soon. Yeah, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Hopefully. That's the goal. That's the goal. And keep washing those hands, man. Stay indoors if it's still strict in your area, and just stay happy, brother. Stay happy. Keep living the dream.
I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That has been our guesting with one outlandish NWA TV champion, Zicky Dice. Thank you so much for joining in the program. I'm just waiting for the Senorita JDL to rejoin us here in the hashtag PWOG Live so we can wrap this up, man, for hashtag Reflection Sunday. But if you guys are wondering what is that pinned comment below, the real Shanky _ it's all right, brother. It's going to be on IGTV immediately after. It's also going to be on YouTube in the coming weeks. Thank you for still tuning in, Real Shanky. If you guys are wondering what's that pinned comment right down there below, this is the stream, stream site for, let me get Senorita JDL in the program first, the stream site for the premiere of the biggest show in Philippine wrestling history, circa 2019, or just last year, man. Hello, brother.
Outlandish. That was a great thing, man. Like that was fun. Like every question that you had for him, I was not expecting what he would answer. I was on the edge of my seat just waiting. What's he gonna say? But yeah, man, great interview. Looks like Was he playing online poker while he was doing the interview?
He was, man. That's how to be a TV champ, bro. It's how to be a TV
Yo,
champ.
man,
Multitasker, multitasker.
that's multitasking. That's showing how much of a winner you are. And like, yo, if he can win at online poker while doing an interview, that is definitely outlandish, I have to say.
He's probably killing it right now, actually. Now he's more
Yeah, I'm
focused
pretty
right
sure.
over there.
He's raking in the bucks. He's raking in the bucks. And again, to everyone watching, if you can, please follow him on Twitch. He's gonna be on Twitch like starting Monday, so that's Tuesday for people in the Philippines. If you want to follow the champ, Mr. Champ, the TV King, Zicky Dice at Zicky Dice on Twitter, of course on Twitch. But guys, thank you again for watching. Thank you for joining us this morning. This has been like a little pre-show for this pin comment that I'll be talking about in a bit. So again, later today at 3 p.m. we have PWO Homecoming. It is dropping today at 3 p.m. Go to www.streamsessions.live and it is for only 500 pesos, 9 or 10 bucks US. That is, you can watch PWO Specials Homecoming. It is our biggest show to date. Back in 2019, we had TJP, we had Jeff Cobb, we had the PWOGs, we had Cuatro, we had Chris Panzer, we had many, many more of your favorite Philippine wrestling superstars, and that is our biggest show to date, biggest crowd to date, and that is, in my opinion, the whole personification of what Philippine wrestling is, what it can be, and if you continue to support us, we are gonna shoot through the moon, amigos and amigas. Moon, weird. Anyway, Ken, you have anything else to add to that, brother?
What the Tag Amigos said, make sure you tune in because after this sort of pre-show for the #PWR Homecoming stream live presentation later at 3 p.m., there's actually one more Philippine Wrestling Revolution Wrestling from Home guesting at 2 p.m. happening all over there on Facebook. That's facebook.com/PH Wrestling Revo. And we're going to have one beautiful Billy Suede on the program at 2 p.m. to really open up the welcoming, the presenting to the 2020 world of #PWR Homecoming. So there you go. That's what's to expect
Yes, sir.
for this Sunday.
And if you have any more questions about how to get your stream or how to get your tickets to watch or the links to watch PWR Specials Homecoming, just please go to the PWR Facebook page. Again, facebook.com/PH Wrestling Revo. There's an FAQ there if you want to check it out. How to buy your ticket, how to get that link. I think they sent out the links already 10 a.m., but you can still get your links. Just go to www.streamsessions.live and then get your links to the show. Enjoy it later this afternoon. And Ken, we also have to thank Carl again for being with us this weekend. And again, we got to take it to Reflection Sunday. It is a Sunday, so we got to take it to Reflection Sunday, brother.
All right, so for #Reflection Sunday, for all the hats that we wear on a daily basis, make sure when you're at home that you take off any of that hat that you wear to live the life to the fullest, to make sure you are truly living.
And yeah, exactly. And again, amigos and amigas, thank you for joining us this morning. PWR Homecoming later today at 3 p.m. PWR Wrestling from Home, 2 p.m. pre-show with the beautiful one, Billy Suede. Ken, thank you again for having us this morning. Another great interview. Good job, man. And what else can we say except...
Yo can # that. Happy Sunday, everyone, and thank you to my tag
Happy
amigo
PWR
for
Homecoming Day. Please watch there.
Yes,
Enjoy.
3 p.m. 3 p.m. And then.